What's missing for Houston?
Oh, man, they actually have a really good problem on their hands. They obviously have their foundational pieces in Sengun, Thompson, and I would even keep a guy like Dylan Brooks. I think those type guys are winning players and championship caliber guys. But they have the assets, they have the pieces to move. They can go get 2 superstars to add to that starting lineup.
Holy cow.
Why not go get a Trae Young or a Ja Morant to run your point, and then add a guy like Kevin Durant? You easily move into a top 3 team in the West. You actually have a chance at competing in the West. And now you have championship aspirations. So I think Houston's in a really good spot. It's not always a bad thing to be young and inexperienced and have assets. And obviously, like I said earlier, they have a good problem on their hands. So
But do you stunt the growth of these young guys that they're grooming into being young superstars?
Not at all.
Bring in so much star power?
Not at all. And the reason I say that is you now give them the purpose to play meaningful basketball. That's a part of the growth in this game. If they're competing every year to be, a championship team, you have no choice but to grow. You get around guys like Kevin Durant, who's been through the fire multiple times. They're learning from. They're getting firsthand experience, and like I said, now you're competing for meaningful basketball. You add a guy like Ja Morant or Trae Young, it only increases the importance of that season. So I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's all part of the growth, and I don't think that's a bad play for them moving next season.
And to bring in a Kevin Durant or Ja Morant or Trae Young like that, you're probably going to have to get off Jalen Green. I would think he's the one that has to go as part of that package with the Jabari Smith, with the Reed Shepherd, who knows how good he can be, but he hasn't got the minutes yet. But that would be a huge splash because, again, they have invested in them. Last year, it was a question, remember, can they play together? Can they be good? Well, they played together this year, and they're the 2 seed. So I don't think there's a reason to panic. Even if they do lose to this more experienced Warriors team, they're still building something special there. They still have a great coach, and they probably have the most assets in the NBA outside the Oklahoma City Thunder. So they're in a great spot regardless.